Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Edward Otto Zelke, and let's queer up the world view. Did TikTok go dark to be saved by Trump? What is happening at TikTok and in Washington? The app has widely been exposed as a national security danger because of TikTok link to the Chinese government. The popular video sharing app with 170 million US users briefly went dark on Saturday due to a ban upheld by the Supreme Court. However, President-elect Donald Trump announced he would delay the ban upon taking office, ensuring the app's return. In a rally on Sunday, Trump declared, "We have no choice, we have to save it," adding that the U.S. will pursue a joint venture to safeguard national security while keeping TikTok operational. Hours later, TikTok began restoring services with a message thanking Trump for his efforts. TikTok CEO Shou Zi Chew expressed gratitude, saying, quote, "On behalf of everyone at TikTok and all of our users across the country, I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. And we are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform," end quote. The app's disappearance had left millions of users and businesses scrambling, with the web services for VPNs spiking as users sought workarounds. This development highlights the evolving intersection of technology, social media, business, international intrigue, and politics. Trump, once an advocate for banning TikTok, now positions himself as the savior. Analysts note that this shift could bolster his influence over TikTok and its user base, which include LGBTQ plus influencers too. Well, that is definitely a concern, because as someone, who does storytelling for his nonprofit organization that I'm proud to work for, I rely on these apps like TikTok and to get the message out that our chorus is giving for our community. And so I'm just hoping that with the new government and the new guidelines coming in, that that our voices will still be heard.
Yeah, I wonder what shifted. Money shifted. That's what happened, basically, okay? Because Trump was just like, let's get rid of TikTok, screw China, I don't want to have any part of this app. And now all of a sudden, what happened? Kiss the ring. You know how I say, like, everybody's just kissing the ring, and that's basically it. To have, when I went into TikTok and saw that it had disappeared, and there was basically a love fest to Trump, I was like, what? And then for them to literally say, "Thank you, Trump. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to be back here." And it's like the propaganda started immediately. Okay, when I turned it back on, there's an episode in the Terminator. There's a part in the Terminator where Arnold Schwarzenegger is being pulled into the lava, right? Well, the first thing I saw was something like that, and then it was Donald Trump being pulled out of the lava, right? And it was like, and then it was America the Beautiful, and then it was something else, and then I was like, oh wow, this is what it's going to turn into, a live action Twitter. Basically,
I found it funny that Trump wasn't even president yet, and this was already happening.
Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring. Everybody's literally turning over and kiss the ring.
It was so blatant, and I was actually on the app itself as this was happening. So it was just very eye-opening as it was happening, and then all of a sudden it all turning back on, mysteriously as well. And then, I think there's a little more to the story, to be quite honest. I think it's not just with government too, but I'm just wondering kind of like, what it is that, that really was, because it kind of felt a little
staged.
Yeah. Planned.
Very staged. Yeah. Very staged, and the writing, everything was just like super staged. Right. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. But we're fortunate that the President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution that will take 4 hours, right? And then we'll be back for you.
It makes a good TikTok story. Right.
Right? And then now, and now Meta, now Facebook has a TikTok page. I mean, things that didn't happen before are now slowly happening.
Shady dealings. You know, TikTok should think about changing its name to Tisk Tisk for the way it's cuddling up to the incoming POTUS. With that in mind, TikTok might also want to get tested for the herpes simplex virus.
Like I almost feel sorry for the people who make all their money on TikTok. Okay, almost. Okay, because I'm also like leave the house and go, and, you know, and try to find another job. Unfortunately, like the rest of us do. But you know, and I could just imagine like their livelihood being taken away right there.
Yeah,
you know, people who have millions of followers who have worked so hard to get those followers, you know, and then to have to lose them. So, I mean, I'm really curious as to now what happens. Now, what do we do on this TikTok forum? Like, do we leave? Like, today I had at least 5 Facebook messengers from people saying, listen, I'm planning on leaving Facebook and I still want to be in communication with you. So let me have your actual contact info, you know? And I have a feeling that is going to happen a lot more with TikTok, Facebook, IG, and everything else with this happening.
Well, and there's Blue Sky, which is a better alternative.
I know, but I tried. It's not the same.
It doesn't work.
People don't go on there. It's not the same.
You have to reach out to people and get them to follow you there.
It's also going to affect people that are in my position in marketing and stuff too.
100.
Because, you know, I mean, you know, as speaking, you know, you're an influencer, and you know, so you know that it's important to get the word out about events and things like this. And so, you know, if we have to reinvent the wheel, we have to reinvent the wheel.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No,
Right, Edward? It wouldn't be the first time.
Not
We've
at
always
all.
been able to spread our message, so to speak.
We're very creative.
I mean, they used to have this thing called MySpace.
There it is.
Stone tablets.
That part.
Von Biggs is going to start up his space.
I'll have to
We're going to
look
start
that
it
up.
over. So that is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.